a lot to talk about in terms of the world of boxing. A lot has happened, man, in the last, I would say, 72 hours. First off, Gervonta Tank Davis wanted, on arrest for domestic assault charges. And hey, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. They got him on kidnapping, assault, and imprisonment, but it's allegedly. It's allegedly. Without no evidence, because we know Jake Paul decided to say, hey man, I got a video of Gervonta Tank Davis dragging the hair of a stripper out of the strip club and throwing her down the stairs. Now, how does Jake Paul know this information? Yeah. And how come he is the only person with the video? Because we live in the social media age, people. Tank Davis is a big deal in boxing, the biggest, if not the biggest superstar right now currently in American boxing. And if he was really at the strip club like they allegedly said, why wasn't there a whole bunch of people with phones out? This is Tank Davis. He can't go anywhere without anyone videotaping him. He can't go anywhere without it. That's how much fame he's got. So now, if Jake Paul is saying that he's got the video and he's got the source and the woman, I believe he has a personal relationship with the woman making the accusation, or her attorneys behind her, behind this whole case, because it's either a state or a federal case. Now with kidnapping, it's going to be a federal case in America. He's looking at 4 years of in Florida, because that's where the alleged incident took place. Now, I believe in the American Constitution of law. Someone is innocent until proven guilty. It's like any constitution in any like sane country where a trial is fair. But now he's so the trial may not be fair if it goes to trial. But I don't think it will go to trial because of the lack of evidence. I believe they'll just cut off all his assets and make him rot in jail whilst he's in holding for the court. That's what they do to black people in America, man. They cut out, they freeze out the assets, don't give them a bond, don't give them a proper attorney. They just leave them out to dry. And that's what I believe that they're going to do to Tank Davis because of the lack of evidence they have on him. Right now, the media is twisting the news. And I'm not saying I'm with Tank. I don't condone violence against any woman. Like domestic violence, no. I grew up on that shit, so I'm a serious advocate, for putting people who beat up women in jail. I'm about that. Like, people who do such things should be in jail. The lack of evidence right now is overwhelming, because we don't know, if we don't have a video. Ain't nobody have a video. The video ain't leaked on Twitter. And if it was leaked on Twitter, we would have seen it by now. And because I haven't seen a video and all of this is just speculation and rumors, I'm going to have to say Tank's innocent until proven guilty, man. And the fact is, the timing of these charges, these charges only came up right after he exposed Jake Paul and his whole fake fight and script before he was meant to fight Jake Paul. And listen, man, it's fishy to me. It feels like the Illuminati got Tank, because I do believe in the Illuminati. The Illuminati is real, people. It is real. As soon as you don't do something they want you to do, or you say something that is not worthy of the media or their agenda, they start making shit up like this, because the Illuminati people own the media. Go watch Succession. Go watch Succession. You'll understand what I mean. There is a Logan Roy everywhere. Everywhere. Kamraj, you look nice. Shout out, Kamraj. Like, first, you're simping for a woman. Global gang. I'm not simping for anyone, man. I'm just stating facts and the law and the Constitution. Because human rights should be active. Especially when someone is accusing you of some wild shit like domestic violence. Americans, You are Americans. Hey, I'm not American, man. I'm from South Africa. Is this a gay community? You got jokes, Smurf. What are you? Are you a Smurf? You have blue skin, huh? You're a Smurf. What's up, brother? Shout out, man. Rudarakasha. Shout out, brother. But like I'm saying, man, there's a lack of evidence with this case. It seems like they just destroying his image, if anything, because he said the wrong things at the press conference. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you, brother? It's a lovely day outside, you know. Gay Smurf. Bro, keep saying shit about zesty stuff. I'm gonna just remove you from the chat, bro. It's as simple as that, bro. It's as simple as that. The lawsuit happened and the incident as an accusation with no true evidence. The only person that's got real evidence, so they claim, is Jake Paul. Why? Where's TMZ? You know, TMZ usually has a lot of things, breaking news, like hidden footage on celebrities. The celebrities don't know what's coming. You see what I'm saying? Where you from? South Africa. What do you mean? I mean, there's a lack of evidence. We just know rumors from the media, and the media keep changing the story. First, they said they dragged her hair out the strip club, they threw her downstairs. Now, some media coverages are not saying that he threw her downstairs. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of misinformation that people are telling us about this case. Let's do some get shit together. Be respectful on the chat, Smurf. Please, bro. We can talk about a lot of things in this chat. Just stop talking about weird, zesty shit, man. It's not, dude, first offense. What about all his previous public fuck-ups? Man is a habitual line stepper. Listen, the only fuck-up he has, man, he's never been convicted of anything regarding women. He assaulted a man in DC. That's the only thing he was convicted of. That's the only thing. He fucked up a nigga in DC who was talking shit. That's it. That's it. Everything else, man, is just been accusations and the media shitting on Tank for the Tank haters and for the people that don't like Tank. Now, I personally am not with anyone or any man who beats up a woman. Unless that woman is about to hurt your child, your mother, or put their hands on you. I believe in self-defense, okay? But I do not believe in anybody recklessly beating up anyone. I grew up on that shit. I understand how it feels. I understand how it feels to see a lady in the house getting beaten up by a man. I understand how it feels. So I'm not supporting it. But when there is a case built upon someone like this and there's a lack of evidence, it's questionable. That's all I gotta say. It's questionable, people, because no one has seen the video. Tell me on the chat, guys, have any of you guys seen the video? Oh, okay. Smurf. Hey, yo, Smurf, man. Don't be weird, bro. Oh, shit, I'm high. I hear African accent. Yeah, man, I'm from South Africa, bro. Genitals. Hey, man, if your mom's a tank, good for you. Bro, I'm from India, so my name is sounds some strange, brother. Don't mind. No stress, brother. No stress. Love from India, man. We love people from India, brother. We love them. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Genitals, bro. Keep the chat about the topic, please. I'm black too, Smurf. Shout out, man. The Black Brothers. Yeah, man. I'm just saying. The lack of evidence is underwhelming. And they like doing this to black people in America, you know. To the white niggas, they don't do that, you know. Jake Paul got accused of rape a few years ago. People forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake's boss high powers in the media. So they removed that story in an instant. But that girl she's even got a video on her channel exposing Jake Paul, man. You know, Tank is not the first boxer to have false accusations planted against him. That's all I'm saying, man. South African people are very kind. I've seen some vlogs. Beautiful guys. Oh man. Yeah, man. Shout out, right? Rudakash. Yeah, bruv. We're some humble, not all of us, but some of us, you know, we're some humble, loving people, man. We grew up in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? So, and listen, you know, shout out to the people of India. There's a lot of people from India and South Africa, you know, they come in and migrate here. So we love the people from from India, excuse me. We love them. Shout out to them, man. From the Philippines, James Vlogger. What's good, James? Shout out to the Philippines. You know, you and your Manny Pacquiao, bro. And that's a fight I believe Tank was aiming for on his return, fighting Manny Pacquiao, which would have made a lot of money. But BBC, and and um and Floyd Mayweather and LA Harmon, they didn't want that fight. You know, they didn't want it because Floyd's got beef with Tank. He's always had beef with Tank. You know, and the owner of BBC, Al Heyman, he looks like he's ill. He looks very sick. So Heyman should help out Tank because Tank is his most lucrative fighter. Tank is the face of boxing, whether we like it or not. There's no other boxer selling out more tickets than Tank Davis. No other boxer. Mention to me on the chat who else is selling more tickets than Gervonta Tank Davis. Mention it to me, guys. I just don't see it. I don't. And that's why they're coming after him, you know? Tank is not gonna go by the script. He's his own man. Tank loves to talk shit. He's not like a corporate face of boxing like Floyd Mayweather or Ryan Garcia. Tank is his own man, his own brand. You know what I'm saying? I love your English accent, brother. It's okay to hear. Of course, bro. You know me. I got a weird South African accent, and also I lived in America for a while, so I had to switch up my traditional African accent because them motherfuckers couldn't understand what I was saying. So now I speak like this coming back from America. It's a weird dynamic, but that's what happens when you travel the world. That's what happens when you travel the world. Let's go back to the chat. Haiti Pete, do you know what a Terran is? If not, search it up. I'm not talking about that, man. We're talking boxing. America first. Big dog. What's good, Vusi? Vusi, my guy, bro. Shout out to Vusi, man. Great fighter. Excellent athlete. I hope your knee is doing better, Vusi. I'm gonna see you in training soon, my brother. I'll see you in training soon, man. Shout out to you, man. Like and subscribe if you haven't liked and subscribed, my man. Trump is a god, and I worship him. Hey, man, Trump. I don't want to say anything about politics, but Trump is. Hey, man, Trump's going crazy, man, with the Venezuelan, Greenland thing. But we're not talking about that. We're talking boxing. But yeah, man, there's just a lack of evidence here, man. You're in a crowded strip club. Why isn't there anybody else with their phones videotaping you dragging this girl's hair and throwing her down the stairs allegedly? You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul saying that he's got the video. He's explaining exactly what happened. Jake Paul wasn't there. None of Jake Paul's posses were there. So how does he know this, guys? It seems to me that someone is planting information to ruin Gervonta Tank Davis' image. I'm going to be real with you. Teo or Shakur? Listen, we're going to talk Teo and Shakur in a minute, but in terms of skill and IQ, I'm going to give it to Shakur. But the thing is about Shakur is that he ain't got no hand power. The guy has broken his hand multiple times, and he's got no power to back off Teo. And Teo, coming off, experienced fights like against Lomachenko, he's got more experience than Shakur, in my opinion. And this is Shakur Stevenson's toughest fight. Don't get me wrong, it is his toughest fight, but we'll talk about Shakur Stevenson and Teófimo Lopez in a minute. Are you from Minnesota? Hey, man, I'm not from America, bro. I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg, my brother. But shout out to the people from Minnesota. Like and subscribe if you're from Minnesota, man. Recently, Jake Paul loses to that guy. Didn't know the name, so you know, brother. Explain us. Okay, listen. With Jake Paul losing to Anthony Joshua, that wasn't supposed to happen. Listen, Jake Paul's fights are scripted for him to win. And you see when he was doing the tongue, if you notice in the fight, Jake was doing that thing a lot, and that's a signal to AJ that, listen, calm down your power shots, guy. This is supposed to be entertainment. It's not supposed to be real. And I believe when AJ got into that crash where those two trainers of his died, that was him paying the price for not going towards the script. That's just my opinion. Call me a conspiracy theorist. Maybe I am a conspiracy theorist, but I'm telling you now, the Illuminati is real, people, especially in boxing. My boy Voos, Tank situation is crazy, bro. He's just like, hey, Adrian Broner. Hey, listen, the Broner situation is that Broner's an alcoholic, doesn't take the sport seriously, doesn't stay in shape during the course of breaks between fights. Broner had potential, but the problem is with Broner is that his style never evolved. He has got alcohol issues, and he went after Floyd Mayweather, which is something you never do in boxing. The guy who holds the gate in boxing with BBC, you know, with Al Heyman, and Floyd made sure that Adrian Broner never got a big fight ever again. As soon as Adrian Broner said that Floyd was a fraud, as soon as he said that Floyd was scamming, stealing money from fighters, Floyd didn't fuck with him ever again. Kind of destroyed him, kind of blackballed Adrian Broner, bro. If you get what I'm saying. So Broner did that to himself, man. And he was trying to involve Tank in his lifestyle. That's why him and Tank were chilling a lot. And Floyd told Tank, listen, stop hanging with AB. AB a problem, bro. AB gonna get you into a whole lot of trouble. Tank did listen, but he didn't listen. And that's why Floyd also doesn't fuck with Tank, man. You know, they got a whole history. Tank needs anyone to ruin his image. He's doing a terrific job all by himself. Hey, man, listen. Listen, when you piss off the wrong people, this is what they do. When you piss off people who own the media and the news outlet, this is what they can do. They can create stories and controversy around your name. That's just what people do with high power. That's what they do. Floyd has you know, accusations against him for domestic violence. So has Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson. Wilfred Gomez was beating up Ray Leonard's sister when he was dating Ray Leonard's sister. You know what I'm saying? And Dimitri Pivov, his ex-wife, Sonny Liston, Oscar De La Hoya's got pictures of him wearing lady stockings and got a bunch of cocaine on his nose, man. These boxers are dirty. All of them are dirty. I'm not saying any one of them is clean. All of them are dirty. And the elites, people who own boxing, have on every one of these boxers. Now with Tank is smart enough not to get caught in a camera by these elites. That's why for me, I feel like they're just creating a whole bunch of rumors for them with the media shitting down on his name. But you guys let me know what you think. Is boxing real like wrestling? Yes and no, bro. Yes and no. Thank you. You're gonna keep watching from New York. Shout out to people from New York, man. Shout out to the people from New York. And KSI win. How you think about that? I don't give a fuck about KSI. KSI is an influencer boxer. Anyone who's an influencer boxer is not a real boxer, man. It's not. AB gonna catch crew. Hey, man, AB did it to himself, man. True. But AB was so talented and had potential to be beat pound for pound. Yes, he did have potential. He did. But with AB, his style was like, his high guard was like this, bro. And his stance was so wide, too wide, to the point where, like, if you push him off balance, he'll fall. You know, like, AB's, his whole style later on in his career was deteriorating because of the wrong people around him and alcohol. Bro, as soon as you just continuously have a problem with any substances and you're a boxer, you're bound to fail. You're bound to fail, man. You really are. Do you think Mayweather would produce another superstar like he did with Tank? No. Floyd is selfish. Floyd doesn't want anyone to surpass him in boxing. That's why he had issues with Tank. He stopped Tank from having big fights with Lomachenko, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson. Like, if you see the track record of Tank, man, when he was in his prime, 25, 24, he could have fought all the top contenders. But Floyd in one of the videos was like, no, listen, Chair, listen, Tank, you ain't got to think about that. You're making more money than Lomachenko, so and so and so. Like talking for the guy. How you going to talk for another man? You see, Floyd is a control freak, guys. He doesn't want anyone else to succeed in boxing. That's why boxers are afraid to lose their O today because of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd kind of ruined boxing, but made it elite at the same time because of his 50-0. Now everybody thinks that if you lose in boxing, that's your career done, especially for black boxers. You get what I'm saying? And look at Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson. The guys I've just mentioned, they've got L's in their resume, but they're still top contenders, you see? But the thing is, with Floyd, he doesn't want to see anyone else surpass him, bro. That's why he'll never promote anyone else besides himself. And if he does promote someone else, he's gonna put his name on that person, bro. Floyd's selfish, bro. Hey, hi, brother. Can I ask you, please? Story 1213. Ask me something, bro. It's a good day. Happy Thursday. Sup, everyone. Shout out to Daniel. Damn, bro, you got a point. Yeah, Vusi, bro. Bro, I've studied boxing for a long time, bro. For a long time, including the business side of it. And one thing I'll tell you, Nat, if you want to be a superstar in boxing, you've got to generate enough let's say entertainment value to bring in the casual boxing fans and the purist boxing fans at the same time, but mainly the casual boxing fans. The casual boxing fans are just there to just to see two guys beat up each other. They're not there to see two guys test their skill level like the purist. The casual boxing fans generate more money for the sport because they watch the sport more than the purists. If you look at today's boxing, most purists don't like today's boxing because of how modern day fighters, talk and how they fight. And if you look at Ray Leonard, Sonny Liston, Wilfred Gomez, they had better skill level than these new boxers. I'm telling you now, guys. I'm telling you now. Go watch Lenal Edward Rosa. Go watch Aaron the Hawk Pryor. Go watch Raymond Merciless Mercer. Those guys are killers. Those guys will stop you in the space of 5 rounds. Today's modern boxers don't have that sort of aggression. They don't. Are you the Dark Knight? Dude, do I look dark? I'm light skinned, bro. I'm not the Dark Knight. Please don't be weird on this chat or else you will be removed. Medina cooked him. Yeah, bro. You can't be playing a high god like this against Medina. Floyd showed you how to beat Medina. Hit him with the jab, turn him with the hook. Hold him if he wants to pressurize you, and then keep pouncing him. The problem is AD is he lacks discipline to even stick to his game plan. That's why he gets smoked in most of his fights, bro. Why is Tank such a threat to the Illuminati? Why are they targeting him? Listen, any celebrity who doesn't go with the narrative that the Illuminati presents them with will always be a target. Any celebrity you see that's got a whole bunch of allegations, cases bending, like media just portraying them as the villain, that's the Illuminati shitting on their imagery because they didn't do what, necessarily that the person wanted them to do. You get what I'm saying? It's a humiliation ritual, but at the same time, it's a thing of, when you're in a gang and you don't follow the rules in the gang and then they kick you out or they just punish you. It's the exact same thing, man. It's the exact same thing, man. And the Illuminati is a gang. It's a big ass gang, bro. Unreal, man. Come on. Martin has potential. I don't know who you're talking about, Voos. It's my first time hearing about him. Kamal Martin. Oh, I know Kamal Martin. That's Tank Davis's clone. This motherfucker looks like Tank. Okay, he does have potential, Voos. But the problem is he signed under BBC, Floyd Mayweather's promotion. That's the only problem, dog. This guy will never gain the traction and the fights he needs as long as he signed under Floyd, because I just explained to you now why Floyd is the way Floyd is, man. but Abdul Mason is my favorite prospect. Yeah, man, Abdul Mason is a good fighter, but my issue with Abdul is that he fights sometimes unnecessarily. So now, if the latest fight he had, man, he could have beaten his opponent with the jab, distance himself, but jab, jab, cross, jab, pivoting the hook. Kind of play point fighting. But the thing is with Mason is he likes to brawl too much. And that's what got him knocked down in his other fight, is that he brawls when he doesn't need to brawl. Now, if someone is inviting you to a brawl, cool. But then get out same time. Nah? But Mason, because he loves to brawl, he stays in the pocket too long. And that kind of deteriorates his longevity in the sport, because he fights the fight, doesn't need to fight. That's my problem with Abdul. Abdul is smart, but at the same time, he decides to be like, this brawler when he doesn't have to be. This guy's got long reach, long arms, he's got speed, he's got athleticism. He doesn't need to be a brawler all the time. You get what I'm saying? He can be like a Floyd on the point side, and then he can become like a Terence Crawford in the brawler side. But Terence knows how to blend both of them. That's why Floyd and Terence are the fighters that they are, Just like that. That's how I feel about Mason. But he is a good prospect, Voos. He is a good prospect. Floyd never been punched in the face, lol. Yeah, man, it's got elite defense. Are you South African? I can't quite work out your accent. It's very subtle. Yeah, I'm from South Africa. Like I said before, I stayed in America for like a year, so my accent kind of switched up. Yeah, but I am South African. Virgil versus Boots. I got Virgil Ortiz in that, bro. Boots doesn't want to fight anyone who's elite. That's my point. When Boots wanted to fight, when Boots was saying that you'll fight anyone, and Virgil was available, Teófimo was available, Shakur was available, Terence was available, he didn't step up to the plate, bro. He didn't. So I got Boots being like a low-key fraud. He's a good fighter, very skilled fighter, but he just doesn't want to fight the killers in his division. He doesn't want. He just be fighting a bunch of nobodies. That's my problem with Boots. Medina punched him in the face, bro. Knocked his tooth out. Yeah, Medina was the only one of the few people that gave problems to Floyd, besides Zeb Judah. Zeb Judah gave a lot of problems with Floyd, a lot. And that's his homie, by the way. Fusi Infinite Studio. I like your name, bro. Infinite Studio. Exactly, bro. Like George Foreman said, boxing is like jazz. The better it is, the less people appreciate it. Exactly, bro. That's why sometimes you can't give a fuck about what the fans say, Voos, bro. Like, you have to stick to your strategy and your game plan. If the fans are booing because of lack of activity, fuck them, bro. They're not the ones in the ring risking their lives, bro. They're not the ones risking their body and their soul in that ring, bro. Sometimes you gotta say fuck the fans. Sometimes, because most of these casual fans have never been in a scrap in their life. Never. So they'll never know what it feels like to be punched in the face. They'll never know what it feels like. They'll never know what it feels like to be punched in the body, bro. And you know, Voos, how uncomfortable it is in sparring when you get hit in the body, blood. You know how it is. I got hit in the body yesterday in sparring, bro. Shit was uncomfortable. I tightened my shell a little bit, That's just how the game is, bro. So he is completely absolved of previous transgressions. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying that he's never been convicted of any other thing besides beating up a guy in DC. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you guys right now, man, it's a fraudulent case being built upon Gervonta Tank Davis. Fraudulent. I don't know. For me, Crawford is better than Floyd for sure. Yeah, I would say so. In terms of skill level, Crawford is better than Floyd, but if they were to fight, Floyd would still find a way to win, because Floyd is a master at adapting in every round. If something is not working, he'll switch it up. You'll try something new. Second round. If something's not working in that second round, you'll try something new. That's the problem with Floyd. Floyd's boxing IQ is the greatest I've ever seen. And that's why, for me, he's the GOAT. Like, in terms of his personality, he's a pretty shitty person, but in terms of, like, boxing strategy and fight IQ, that man's supreme, bro. Have you heard of Moses Atiyama? He's gonna be big. Yeah, man. Voos just mentioned him now. Itama's very good, very great. I love his head movement, his style. That man will get you out of there. Will get you out of there. And he gives me an old school sort of fighting style, which is something we never see in modern day fighters, you know. Modern day fighters lack head movement, they lack the jab, they lack the proper fundamentals. Itama looks like he's a great fundamental fighter, you know, who masters the fundamentals. And hey man, his last fight was very impressive. Very impressive, man. The bum is on the run like the certified coward he is. Hey man, if he is on the run, the federals and the law enforcement are gonna try and freeze out his assets so that he doesn't have anyone to, so that he can't fund his lawyers, so that he can't get the proper team to represent him if this case goes to court. And if it does go to court, I'll be surprised because of the lack of evidence. I'll be for real. Your head is built like an avocado. You're not the first person to say I got a big head, bro. You know? Ish, that's true. Longevity is key, bro. Like our fighting style, keeping him on the jab and cross by brawling just for the love of the game, lol. Yeah, bro. You gotta keep yourself safe in there, Roos. It don't matter what anyone thinks of your style. It's about how you feel about your style. Keep that jab, that cross, and also you, Roos, you got long reach, bro. You can even hold them if you feel like they're annoying you. Push them away and then keep sticking that jab, like you're there to win. You're not there to always entertain. You can entertain if you want to, you know, but sometimes you entertain too much, you get into a whole lot of brawls and you get caught with a whole lot of punches you're not supposed to get caught with. Drains your longevity, bro. So we got to be smart about this game. We have to be. What do you think about Crawford Spence fight? Do you think Spence was all the way there? I felt like he looked drugged. I don't know. He did look drugged, and I feel like it's because of the pain medication he was on. Remember, Spence got into an accident before that Spence the Crawford fight. He got into a serious car accident that kind of almost deteriorated his whole body. Now, if I was Spence's team, I would have said, listen, take a year off. You just got an accident. You haven't been in fight. You haven't been active for a while. And you see, and that's the Spence's pride is what made him lose that fight against Crawford. Man, it wasn't 100%. Of course, he was drugged up because he was on pain medications after the accident. So Spence has himself to blame for that loss. Do you know Merab Develishevsky? Yeah, Merab, we know him, former bantamweight for UFC. I also watch UFC and MMA, so you want to talk about UFC and MMA, you can say it on the chat. Merab got fucked up by Peter Yan, bro. He got fucked up because Yan figured him out, bro. Body shots, takedown defense, and some boxing. That's all you need to do to beat up Merab. Merab is special, but not that special, bro. I know a lot of fighters that can beat up Merab, bro. When I was young, boy, my father took me into a city to see a marching band. He said, son, where you grow up would be the savior of the broken, beaten, the damned. Hey, man, that's deep. Hello from Italy. Shout out to the people from Italy. Ciao. Ciao, my guys. So like and subscribe, bro, from Italy. Go lay down. The bum has an extensive record of DV. He couldn't get the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't been convicted of it, bro. You can have a record of rumors, but if you haven't been convicted of any of those rumors, hey, bro, listen, it's just not gonna, you're not gonna be known as that guy. Okay, Tank is known as the guy who's got a whole lot of allegations against him, but he's never been convicted of those allegations, bro. Never been. Spence was stripped of his prime, bro. He was a future B pound for pound. Yeah, man. He was sparring too much. Drinking wasn't helping him also. Like this guy likes to drink. That didn't help him also. And the fact that he was taking fights on short notice, that's also what didn't help him. That didn't help him also at all. And Spence was one of my favorite fighters, but the moment he decided to go against Crawford, I knew that was the end of him. Until this day, we haven't seen Spence. He was supposed to fight now, but the problem is that he's got no entertainment value anymore because of that ass whooping he got from Terence Crawford. If US Marshals are looking him, they certainly have something solid on him. Where's the video then? US Marshals are they're just pressing him because they don't want him to have an official team to represent him if they go to court. They don't want him to have assets. They want to suck all his assets and leave him dry and send him back to the hood whilst he's on this probation and this warrant of arrest, which I don't believe because of the lack of evidence. And if Tank is on the run, that's weird. That's just him showing his lack of motive, because he can, if he really did, he would turn himself in, but he's not turned himself in, you know, because he's standing on business. He's innocent until proven guilty, you know. He's not the first fighter to have these allegations, people. I'm just saying. Every sport is rigged by Jews. Yeah, kind of. Every sport is kind of rigged. If you go high, the higher you go on the sport, you will see the politics and the business side of it. I was like that when I was playing football. When I was playing soccer, especially in the academy level, if you do not have a thing with the coach or the coach's representatives, or if you don't have the money to open the doors for you for certain clubs, you will never succeed in football. That's just my point. Especially South Africa, with how corrupt football is in South Africa. You need this, bro. And if you don't have this, like most people in South Africa don't have this, it's hard to succeed in the sport. Hard. Hey, from Russia. Shout out to people from Russia, man. What's up? What about pregnant woman who he left out to die when he did the hit and run? The bum was found guilty. Speculation, bro. He wasn't found guilty of any convicted assault. So you are just hating. Hello from France. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Reclusive Artist. And what? My French ain't too bad, man. My French ain't too bad. Listen, I studied French for about a year. It's probably the best subject I ever studied, man. The best. Better than Afrikaans, I'll tell you that, man. Because Afrikaans is a motherfucker. I'm swimming. I have one place. Don't drown, big body. Daniel, don't drown, bro. If you're swimming and you're texting on this live, do not drown, my guy. Bro, my last fight, I took it on a week's notice after relaxing for 2 months. That man almost chinned me. Pride almost knocked the fuck out. Law, never doing that again. Yeah, Voos, bro. Let me tell you, bro. After my second fight, now, I didn't get any damage. But a part of me was like, listen, I got to take the next 3 months to really study defense and my offense. Nah? And bro, there is no shame in a month off or 2 months off. There's no shame in that, Voos. You're a smart man doing that. A lot of these boxers, they just be going fight after fight after fight after fight, not taking the damage they've received in the previous fights to accountability. So, you know, things like that, bro, is a lesson. And it's a lesson that you can learn moving forward in your career, bro, so that you can be smarter. Don't take fights on short notice when your body is not feeling to it. I get you're a fighter, bro. You know, we're warriors. We've got pride for a reason, because warriors are born with the fuel and fire. The pride is something that's going to stay with you even when you retire from the sport. So, but the thing is, you've got to have balance. The yin and the yang, you've got to have balance, bro. You know? But now, bro, the next time we see each other, we'll talk more about it, you know? Love to get to know your perspective on this game also, bro. And when we spar, you'll see what I mean, bro, about the technicalities about it. Good thinking, bro. Yo, gotta rest up, man. Yeah, bro. Rest is important for fighters, man. It's the key. I give myself 2 rest days in the week. And I'm training now. I'm still training right now, preparing for my next fight. But I give myself 2 rest days, bro, because those rest days are crucial. You make my man Voos a moderator, bro. Shout out to my man, dog. Whoa. Wait, hold on. I made a mistake there. Made a mistake. Add as moderator. Yeah. All right, Voos, you are now a moderator, my guy. Yes, sir. So anyone who talks shit on this chat, bro, you can remove them, my guy. I removed you by mistake because I was supposed to press moderator, but shit. You know how it is, man. But yeah, my man is the moderator. If you talk shit, he's my bodyguard. He's gonna send you out of here, bro. So please keep the chat boxing and only boxing and keep it respectful. If you want to talk about anything else, make sure it's respectful, guys. We respect everybody here. This is a community. Community first, people. All right, that's enough of Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's talk about Teófimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. All right. Give me your picks, guys. Who's Shakur? Who's Team Lopez? For me, at this moment, I'm Shakur Stevenson. I got Shakur whooping Timo's ass off points, off decision. Shakur's never been a knockout artist because he ain't got the hands for it. But yeah, I got Shakur. Shakur got the faster hands, more technical, gifted. I believe he's more skilled. But Timo's a pressure fighter, and Shakur struggles with pressure fighters. We saw Shakur against in his last fight. Who was it against? Zepeda. Yeah, William Zepeda. William Zepeda almost knocked the man out because he was pressing him. And Shakur doesn't move his head. He's always in a line, and he goes back. Now, when you go back and you get called for gazelle hook, it's finished. You're done, bro. You're done. Let's go to the chat. Thoughts on Dalton KO despite Matias. Dalton played the smart fight. Matias, I think his head was a bit, big because he caught a body in his previous fight. But that's boxing, man. If you don't keep yourself protected at all times, you will get knocked out, bro. And Matias was just, he got complacent with his defense and he got clipped, man. That's how the game works, man. You gotta keep your defense on rip. If you don't have a shell, keep the high guard. And if your high guard is like this, keep it closed up. But make sure you keep it closed up enough where you see your opponent. A lot of guys in boxing, they keep their high guard like this. And it's like they don't even see the shots coming. You gotta keep it like this, bro. Keep it like this, like AB. You have a nice mouth. Hey, man, please don't be gay about this chat, bro. What weight you compete at? I compete at featherweight, lightweight. I can compete at welterweight, but right now I want to master my own weight, which is a featherweight, before I even go up to like welterweight. Lightweight, I have fought before. My second fight was technically a welterweight, but I was a lightweight, but the promoter was fucking with me. But yeah, man. Voos is a super welterweight. Shit, man. Voos, you a big ass guy, bro. Super welterweight. Damn. Oh my days, bro. Yeah, but those are the weights I fight in. They might change up depending on how my career goes. My career will go splendidly well because I'm smart. I know for a fact. I just have faith, and I got God on my side, so I know I'm gonna be safe in this game. Anyone who's around me is gonna learn more because I want to build a proper team. Proper team, man. I'm like, of course, they say in boxing, there's no friends in boxing, but if someone's not in your weight class, you can collaborate with them. And sparring a super featherweight is something I think I have done it before, but someone as skilled as Voos would be very, very educational. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Dalton's gonna pull up ringside for Shakur potential unification. And if that happens, man, Shakur Stevenson, if he wins this fight, he'll probably go for the unification belt, But he had an opportunity to do this against Lomachenko. He had an opportunity to do this, but he ran away, man, because Shakur, I think Shakur ultimately knows, man, against a high-level skill fighter whose offense is really very great, he's going to have problems. And Teófimo Lopez is a big test for him, man. It's his biggest fight ever. And hey, man, a lot of people are saying Lopez might win, and I can't see it. I really can't see it because Shakur doesn't have head movement. That's my main concern. Shakur's head movement is very, very questionable. Law 69 kg. Want to move to middleweight, maybe super middleweight. Depends on how your body feels, Voos. If your body feels faster at super middleweight, if you still have the same mechanics that you usually have in your natural weight, going up weight, then you're cool. But the flop is like when you go up weight and then when you want to come back down, that's where your body deteriorates. You see, so now if you go up weight, you have to stay in that weight class because for the benefit of your body and your longevity and your punch resistance will be different in that weight. You gotta understand that. Depending on how much water you consume, nah? If you go up another weight, you have to make sure your defense is on point, dog. You have to because you might not be sure of how much punch resistance you have in that new weight. You get what I'm saying? Depending on your original weight. That's why there's weight classes for a reason in boxing. You get what I'm saying? You see with the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight, Jake Paul is a natural cruiserweight middleweight. But now he went up to heavyweight fighting someone who's a natural heavyweight. He didn't have the same punch resistance he had in his previous fights fighting weights. You get what I'm saying? And that's why his jaw got fucked up. Because there's weight classes for a reason, man. So Voos, if you want to move up weight, man, I suggest you do it at a time where you feel like you can stay at that weight class. Because going back down is gonna be a problem. Bro. That's why for me, I think for the next few fights, I'm gonna stay at featherweight and then lightweight because it's not a too bad of a weight separation from featherweight and lightweight. But I think featherweight. I'm gonna stick to featherweight for a while, man. Just to see how the competition is and my punch resistance is also, and also I want to build my skill level on lighter weights before I go up higher level weights. But that's just me, man. Let me see the chat real quick. Sing Tyler the Creator or TV girl. I'm not gonna sing Tyler the Creator, bro. I'm not, bro. Usyk and Wilder press conference tomorrow. Shit, man. I got Usyk in that fight, man. I really do have Usyk. Usyk's the most technical fighter, more active. He's on a more of a winning streak. Wilder's confidence is low, guys. It's very low. And him taking this fight is probably a lack of funding also. He ain't got the money and the bread, so he needs a big fight to pay off the bills. You're right, bro. These guys hit harder. Yeah, I moved from lightweight to super welter. Yeah, bro. The power is different. Like I sparred a heavyweight a few years ago. That motherfucker hit me with one chin shot, bro, and I felt that. I felt it, bro. And I'm a featherweight, man. And I think I was fighting my weight was a bantamweight at the time, but I could tell. Listen, if I move up another weight class, I have to make sure that my punch resistance is good, bro, and my defense is good. Because if you got no defense moving up these weight classes, you're gonna get smoked, bro. But you got a decent, solid defense, and I've seen it. I'm very impressed by it. You just gotta keep mastering that defense, man. Because if you wanna move up these weight classes, defense will be your friend, bro. I'm just saying. I don't want you to end up like Roy Jones, bro. Roy Jones, the reason why he got clipped and fucked up in most of his late fights because he came from middleweight and heavyweight, and he came back down, and his punch resistance wasn't there. You see, so. Gotta be careful in the sport, man. You really gotta be careful. Mackenzie, what's good, Mackenzie? Been a while, bro. Been a while. How was your football match, man? Was it good? Tell me about it, Mackenzie. Usyk is cooking him for real. Yeah, bro. Hey, that's my guy, bro. High guard, the wand, the footwork, that Soviet Union style, and he's point fighting, and listen, the way he clipped, what was his last fight, man? Usyk. Dubois, yeah, Daniel Dubois. The way he clipped Dubois, man, was just using that lead hand, the wand, busy, hypnotizing him with that wand, and then he just clipped him with the hook, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Usyk is smart. He's very intelligent. He's got better fight IQ than Wilder. I'll be real with you. He's got better IQ than Wilder. Daniel Dubois is trash, blood. Daniel Dubois got no skill, blood. He did when he was younger, but the thing is, he sticks with the same coaches. He recently switched up coaches, but it's a bit too late in your career to switch up coaches, man. If you're Daniel Dubois. Yes, sir, Mackenzie. Mackenzie scored 12 goals. Very good. I scored 12 goals. Yay! Shout out to Mackenzie. Cheers, my brother. 12 goals. I held the trophy even. Hey, man. We got winners on this chat, people. Winners on. Shout out to Mackenzie. Go have a sip of libations. That was for you, Mackenzie, my bro. I'm proud of you, my guy. I hope your girlfriend's proud of you too, my G. Why does my butt bone when I fought? Hey, man. Hey, yo, Tim, please, bro, please keep the chat boxing. I don't want to hear about your butt or your farts on this chat. Please don't annoy me today. I'm in a good mood, guy. I'm in a good mood. Can Josh? Thank you. You see my guy, Voos. You got me, bro. I appreciate you, blood. Put a timeout on this guy talking about his ass and his farts. I don't care. Bro, I was in hospital as well. What happened, Mackenzie, bro? What you in hospital for, bro? I hope you're okay. Shit. I hope it's not too bad, Mackenzie, bro. What happened, brother? Can Josh Kelly pull off similar upset to like Dalton? He can. He can. I mean, Josh Kelly's he's not too bad. He's nice. You know, he just gotta have head movement. His defense is all right. So as long as he's got the head movement and defense, he should be okay, man. Shout me out, cuz. Waz edits, shout out, man. Shout out to Waz edits, man. Keep editing the thing, bro. On it, lol. Nah, Bruce, you my guy, bro. You my guy. Funny guy, bro. Funny guy. Next time, I hope your knee up goes well, man. I hope the knee is doing alright, bro. Cause I got fucking tackled, bro. I almost got my ankle broke. Hey, that's part of the game, Mackenzie. That's part of the game, man. Football is a contact sport, bro. Football is a contact sport. And you were tearing them up, bro. 12 goals. They had to stop you somehow. You know. Messi was being stopped and elbowed. You know, they gotta do that to their best player also. But shit, what's the damage? What's the doctor saying, Mackenzie, bro? How much are you out? Are you injured? Do you have like a bruised ankle? Let me know, bro. What's going on, man? Tell me, bro. The ref did not call it. Yeah, hey, you got refs like that, man. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out Waz Edits. Like and subscribe, brother. I'll make you a mod also, bro. Came in with some good energy, bro. You see, guys, I'll make you a mod if you come in with good energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Waz Edits is now managing moderator. I got 2 bodyguards now. So don't fuck with me today, guys. I got 2 guys who are solid. And if you talk shit, they will kick you out, guys. So please keep it respectful. Keep it boxing. But yeah, man, Shakur's my only worry about Shakur is he moves in a direct line. You know, and if you move in a direct line in boxing, you're gonna get clipped. And Timo has got enough power to clip Shakur, enough power to knock out Shakur if may need be. So, hey man, shit, Mackenzie out for the season. Oh fuck, yo, I'm so sorry, Mackenzie, man. I wish you a speedy recovery, bro. My prayers are out to you, man. I hope this ain't the end of your career, bro. I hope it's not a career-threatening injury. You know, the ankle is very, precious and sensitive spot, especially in football. You need your ankle. So, hey, man, listen, what you can do for this season is work on your upper body strength. You know, do a lot of therapy, physical therapy, physio, go to the physio, man. And just keep your head positive, keep your mindset positive, man. It's not your fault. Injuries happen in sport, man. As long as you keep your head up, and you find motivation and you come back stronger, bro. You know, you got the trophy, you got the 12 goals, so the injury was worth it, brother. Injury was worth it, man. So speedy recovery to Mackenzie, bro. Let's make Mackenzie a mod, you know. Shout out to Mackenzie, man. I got 3 bodyguards now, people, so I'm on smoke today, bro. Shout out to Mackenzie, man. Wishing you a speedy recovery, bro. And I'm going to school with crutches. I've been there before, brother. I know it's not nice. Make sure you get a girl or your girlfriend to carry a bag for you, man. Or, one of your homies. What would it mean for Jerome Ortiz's career if he upsets Keyshawn? Keyshawn is a big superstar in boxing, but his crash out didn't really help. But Jermaine Ortiz is a very good test for Keyshawn. But I still think Keyshawn wins that fight because he's more aggressive. But the thing is with Keyshawn, he's not with Bomac anymore, and that's a concern. Bomac is one of the best trainers in boxing. Helped Terrence beat up Canelo. So him switching up trainers might be a deficit, and he might regret switching trainers for this fight against Ortiz, man. No, I'll be back soon and I will get my revenge. Hey, Mackenzie, you get your revenge by scoring a double hat trick. Don't be tackling anyone, man. You don't want bad karma. You want good karma. Your revenge should be goals. Keep it business, man. Do not go out tackling anybody else. I'm telling you now, you're not going to feel good about it. So just score goals. Stick to what you usually do, man. Score goals, win trophies, Mackenzie. You'll be good, my brother. I think Mike Tyson should have rocked Jake Paul. He was never gonna rock Jake Paul, man. Mike Tyson was following the script, you know. Mike was broke. Mike needed money, and he needed to follow the script. So, you're a bro. Of course, Mackenzie, bro. We are brothers here, man. We're a community. You know, we're a community, Mackenzie. I'ma support you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, just make sure your mental is in check. That's all I'm saying. Injuries tend to get the best of athletes. You know. We get well soon, man. Yeah, man. Vus also got like a young injury at his knee, man. But he's a strong mental person. He's positive. The way he talks about it is positive, and you've just gotta be positive about these things, man. Because these things do happen. It's a sport. It's a contact sport. So you just gotta come back stronger, my guy. Gotta go school. Bye. All right, bro. Enjoy school. Shout out, man. Study hard. And don't forget, keep it positive, man. Just be positive about it. If you're on this chat, please talk about boxing. Yes, please talk about boxing, man. I thought it was rigged too. Of course, man. That's why Tank is in the situation he is in now. It's because he pissed off a lot of people exposing Jake Paul and his fights. He did. I'm gonna be real with you guys. He did. And Jake Paul, he's got a lot of guys who are a bunch of, high, powerful executives in the business of boxing. Why else do you think he got all the fights he did get against those MMA champions and ex-fighters, Because the guys who's funding Jake Paul are very powerful people. Now, if you piss off those very powerful people, you tend to gonna get ridiculed in the media. Because those people own the media, whether you like it or not, people. True, this knee injury had me depressed a year ago. Now I'm chilling. Yeah, bro. Injuries are a mental tester, if anything. Less physical. Yeah, you feel the physical pain. It's cool. But injuries, they test your mental. And it's about getting over that mental hurdle. That's the first step in injuries, bro. And I'm glad, Vus, you got over that depressing state, man. We've all been through that thing, bro. We've all been through it. You're only human going through it. It's just important you come back stronger mentally more than physically. Because physically you can be bro. Mental thing of you don't want to do certain moves because you don't want to fuck up the same injury. You see what I'm saying? So you've got to be mentally on check and mentally prepared to still go back in there even with the knee injury. You know what I'm saying? It might be healed physically, but are you healed mentally from it? Can you still take the same risks you did before the same injury? That goes out to you, Mackenzie. Do you believe in God? Hell yeah, I believe in God. Was it is, but not in the way religion wants us to believe in God. I believe in God in the metaphysical way, where God is in your mind. God is you. The fact that you can create, coexist, and reframe in the same world is something that God does. And I believe you are God. Why is edits? The thing is about religion is that it wants you to they capitalize on the meaning of God. That's why we pay tithes and we have to pay all these things and going to churches and the mosque and whatever religion it is you have to do. You have to pay for certain things. When in the book, God's word is free. God's word is almighty, and God's word is eternal, blood. There's no money you can put on God, blood. So I believe religion has messed up the way we see God, because God has always been in here, blood. It's always been in here. So I believe in God, bro. I do believe in God, man. Top 5 boxers currently be pound for pound. All right. I got Crawford, number 1. He's retired, but we'll say currently right now, I got Crawford number 1, I got Canelo number 2, I got Gervonta Tank Davis. Wait, I got Usyk number 3. I got Tank number 4. And then I got Moses Itima number 5. Yeah, Moses. So I got Crawford, Canelo, Usyk, Davis, and Moses. How about you, Voos? Who's your top 5 currently, pound for pound, bro? But my pound for pound of all time, probably Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Ain't nobody better than that guy, bro. I'm telling you now, man. And my fantasy fight is to see Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather. That's my fantasy fight. Let's go Niners. What Christian is that, man? It's not Christian, bro. It's metaphysical. It's you could say it's spiritual, but it's not religious. I'm not religious in any way. Not in any way. I'm more about the spirit within me. And the spirit within me, I believe, is God telling me and directing me up throughout the course of life. The intuition you feel, the voice, that intuition, that's God, bro. That can't be anyone else, blood. Roberto Duran. Yeah, man, Duran was a killer, man. Duran would fuck up most modern day boxers today. Like, I'll be real with you. A lot of these modern day boxers are skilled, but not as skillful as the guys I just mentioned now. Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Marvelous Hagler, Thomas Hearns, Edwin Chapo Rosario, man. These guys will bust up most of these boxers, man, in modern day. Pause. Later, man. Later, Wise Edits. Make sure you like and subscribe, my brother. We got maybe about 30 minutes left of this live. 30 minutes. So, yeah, man. I believe Shakur wins by decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lopez clips him and he ends up getting a knockdown, I think Shakur's defense is too elite for him to be knocked out, but the fact that he's fine is very concerning. My man Voos has got Inayo number 1, Usyk number 2, Crawford number 3, Haney number 4, and Bam Rodriguez number 5. I can't hate on that list, man. I would put Bam over Inao first because I think Bam will fuck up Inao, and that's a fight I need to see. Like, Bam is Inao, and because of how Bam Rodriguez switches up his angles and his head movement is better than Inao's, he knocks out Inao, bro. Inao has been knocked down like once or twice in his career, and it's because he also moves in a straight line. The Japanese fighters tend to not move their heads a lot. They got a lot of footwork and speed and technical ability, but because of their head movement and lack of working on defense, basic fundamental defense, I'm going to have to give that one to Bam. Yes, sir, Bam is so good, bro. Bro, Bam is one of the best technical boxers right now, man. The way he creates these angles, these out-of-the-world angles, and his composure and catching you on the counter shots. I mean, his last fight, bro, that knockout was supreme, man. Caught you on the counter, pull back, left cross, blood, knocked your ass out, blood. And that's what Bam does, bro. Bam is elite. Got a very good fight IQ. And I think he knocks out Inao. How you doing, man? I'm great, man. How are you, man? Like and subscribe, brother. What's your top 5 UFC fighters? All right. My top 5 UFC fighters of all time in terms of skill level. Number 1, Peter Yan. Number 2, John Jones. Number 3, Conor McGregor. Number 4, Max Holloway. And number 5, people, I'll give it to Mighty Mouse. Yeah, Mighty Mouse. Was Chavez versus Oscar. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? The Real Alone. What's up, man? Like and subscribe, bro. What's up? Say hi to my boy Dixon Mayers. What's good, Dixon Mayers? You want to fight? What do you mean? Shoraj. Right. I don't want to fight, bro. Just stop being a weirdo, or else I'll remove you. What's good, bro? What's good, edits? Like and subscribe, my brother. Shout out, man. My all-time favorite boxing matchup was Chavez versus Oscar. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. My favorite boxing fight of all time, Canelo and Triple G, the first one. Yeah, the first fight between Canelo and Triple G, that was very entertaining. Very entertaining. The trilogy in itself, the Triple G trilogy with Canelo, not too bad. Not too bad. What would Topuria need to do in order to break into the top 5? He has to fight, bro. He has to fight. Topuria is doing what most modern day boxers like to do. They don't like to fight anyone. Of course, he's knocked out Max and Charles, but he's not fighting anyone in his division. He's not defending his title the way a defending champion would defend his title in his division. And that's why he'll never make my top 5. Like, he's a very skilled fighter. Don't get me wrong. That guy he can clip and knock out most people in like UFC. But until he beats Arman, until he beats a lot of these guys in his division, man. Like, let's just take a look at it right now, bro. Like, he hasn't defended the lightweight title. He's not active enough for me to be considered top 5, blood. And he doesn't have entertainment value. This guy tries to be like Conor McGregor so much that he doesn't even understand his own personality and his own persona. So entertainment value, of course, he ain't there, bro. He really ain't it. He really ain't it, bro. And I believe in a second fight against Max, Max does better, you know. And he wants to fight Makachev, which I get, but you know, I just don't understand why a lightweight wants to pursue another person in another division when he has his own division to worry about. But that's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. We got 25 minutes, 25 minutes. Number 1 is John Jones. Yeah, a lot of people's number 1 is John Jones, man. That's the killer. That's the Bones Joni. Bones Joni, it will smoke your ass out real quick. Are you Christian? Kind of. Technically, yes, you could say. But I don't go to church a lot. Hey, bro, where you from? From South Africa. Boy, is Joshi. Joshi, where you from, blood? Where you from? Sound like you're from India. Let me know if I'm wrong, though. Topuria isn't as good as people think he is. There are guys that can beat him convincingly. Yeah, bro. He's beatable. Like Volk, and Max showed us the blueprint on how to beat him. Even though Max got knocked out and Volk got knocked out, they just got caught. But they did very well. Volk did better than Max because he was making Ilie reset. And that's the thing about fighting fighters like Ilie. You need to make them reset. Check hook, jab, check hook. Problem is with Volk, he doesn't have good boxing. Max he couldn't withstand the game plan. And there was too many indications where he got caught in exchanges. And I believe if Max was like more of a point fighter than an inside fighter, he would have won that fight off points. You know, because that's how you fight guys like Ilie Topuria. You gotta hit them with the check, make them reset, jab, hold them, you know, knee him. Also, the thing is, Ilie, he likes to do a lot of slip head movements from boxing. In MMA, that can get you kicked straight away. Like if you see one of his knockdowns, he got kicked. He won the fight because you know he's got a dog in him, but the side kicks when he does the shit of these head movements can neutralize his movement coming forward and the jab and the hook. So a mixture of boxing and kickboxing is what can beat Ilie Topuria. I love how Topuria trains. He does a lot of basic strength training like heavy squats, bench, and deadlifts. That's why he's so strong. Voos, that's why he's also got so much power, bro. The man always works on his calisthenics, his connected chain, the shoulder movements. So now when he does these things, it's working on his power. You know, like there was a time when he was throwing the ball, hitting the wall. And that's something Tank Davis also does, you know. That's how you generate natural power, you know. And he's got a lot of these unorthodox strength and conditioning trainings that just focuses on his power one way. Then he works on his wrestling. and he works on his jiu-jitsu. He keeps everything separate, which that's what I like about him. His training regimen is very strategic, very well coordinated. What is Malcolm Wellmaker's ceiling? Does he poises a champion material? Yeah, bro, he does. He does, blood. In a division that's dying out, blood, of entertainers. That man is an entertaining fighter. Very entertaining. But the thing is, man, hey, he's up against the boogeyman, blood. I'll be real with you, man. Because Alex is nobody to be fucked with in the division. I'ma just keep it real, man. Shit. Let's just see, man. Malcolm Wallmaker. Bantamweight division. Malcolm has a chance, bro, but as so long as Peter's up there with that title, bro, hey, man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard. And the thing is that he's got Sean to get through. He's got Sandhagen. He's got Vieira. He's got a whole lot of prospects. He's got Nurmagomedov, Develashay. He's got a lot of guys to get through before we can even consider him a title contender. We got 20 minutes, people. 20 minutes. Everyone hates me and my friend. They bully me every day. Henson, you gotta fight back, Henson. Stop being a victim. Exactly, bro. I started focusing on strength to make the skills hit harder. Yeah, bro. Like, you gotta be unorthodox with your training regimens. Too many times South African fight gyms focus too much on conditioning and fitness, blood. They don't focus on the actual mechanics of throwing a punch. You know? They don't focus on you being a skilled fighter. And their sparring sessions are way too hard for you to learn anything. It's like there's no proper technical skill. And you see with you, Voos, you got like Andre Ward's like body mechanics. So you can be extremely technical. You just gotta work on the specifics on fighting only. Don't do too much of road work and the things that's like outside fighting. You gotta work on like the mechanics. And these exercises you're doing, bro, it's gonna help you get better with not only your power, but also you will feel how the difference between your skill set. You'll feel it. You'll feel the difference if you just switch up little things in your regime. Little things. And you can steal things from these like Tapori, steal things from Tapori. I steal a lot of shoulder movement training from Conor McGregor, because McGregor, the way he could produce natural powers because of the shoulder warm-ups he likes to do, releasing the joints, and when you throw a punch, your bone structure is dislocating from your shoulder. Now, if you do that correctly, you just generate explosive power, man, natural explosive power that your technique blends with. It's all about technique, Bruce. All about technique, my guy. Cyril Gahn was having success outboxing Aspinall before the eye poke. What happens in the rematch? Hey, man, Cyril knocks out Tom, bro. He knocks out Tom. He dominated him on the standing, he dominated him on the striking of the first 2 rounds, and then Tom gave up because Tom is mentally weak. And that eye poke wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. We saw Tom Aspinall's teammate get eye poked, and then he got a knockout victory, man. So Tom's got to stop this excuse, blood. And Cyril whips his ass in that rematch. Either by knockout or decision, he whips his ass, bro. Because Tom is scared of Cyril. I'll be real with you. He's damn near intimidated by Cyril. And that in itself is like you losing the fight even before it begins, bro. Can't be intimidated by any other man, blood. Maybe your dad, but not any other man, bro. Yeah, exactly, bro. Word for real. I started learning how to parry and deflect. My defense has improved. Hey, I've been doing that too, Bruce. Just parrying and deflecting shots, and you stop that other person's power and momentum. Like you stop his rhythm. My 3 P's, neutralize the volume, frustrate the pressure, dominate the rhythm. Neutralize the volume, frustrate the pressure, dominate the rhythm. I'll say it again. Neutralize the volume, frustrate the pressure, dominate the rhythm. And when you parry shots and you deflect them, that's what you do basically. You control the whole fight because he can't hurt you. How is he gonna hurt you, Vus, if you just keep doing this shoulder roll, head movement? He's not gonna hurt you, Vus, bro. And a lot of these South African fighters, dog, I don't know if you noticed in these white collars, they don't have head movement, they don't have the jab, and they don't know how to parry shots, blood. They don't know how to have basic fundamental defense. And that's where you and I come through, bro, and smoke all of them out, my brother. So keep that shit, bro. The parrying and the deflecting, man. It's gonna keep you in the game long term, bro. Telling you, man, defense leads to championships. Hi there, watching you from Zambia. Shout out to my guy from Zambia, man. I'm from South Africa. Shout out to my people from Zambia. Blessings, man. Love and support. Like and subscribe, my brother. Like and subscribe. We got 15 minutes on this live, people. 15 minutes. Cyril Gunn cheater. Cyril Gunn's not a cheater, bro. He's not. He's not. You must be a Tom Aspinall fan who was madly disappointed. I noticed I'm a defensive fighter, but sometimes I start brawling, trying to prove that I'm strong. It's my flaw as a fighter. Hey man, we'll work on that, bro. We'll work on that. We'll work on that, man. You know, meditation really helps. Understanding your own style also really helps, you know. And not being affected by the crowd really helps also. Because sometimes when you get invited in a brawl, it's a trap, you see. And you gotta be sometimes disciplined enough to just stick to your game plan. And that's something I feel like you're struggling with. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's the pride, you know, it's the pride that triggers that. And we've gotta learn how to master the warriors as fighters. You got to learn how to master it. Like, you think of it like when someone challenges you on the street, saying that when you say you're a boxer, someone's challenging your authority of a boxer, saying, you can't beat me up, but you have the discipline to walk away from some fights in the street. You get what I'm saying? You have to have the discipline to walk away from someone who's trying to invite you in a brawl. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you're the one who's got the longer reach, Vus, bro. You should not be brawling if you got the longer reach, bro. The only time you should be brawling is if you see you've got the other guy hurt. That's my opinion, bro. But we'll talk more about this, bro, when we see each other in person, my guy. I'd love to work on it with you, bro, so that we can improve it, help you become a better fighter, my guy. You know, that's what it's about. We're going on a generational run this year. Oh, facts, bro. We were smoking. We're getting guys out of there this year, bro. We're getting guys out of there, you know, and God's gonna bless us, man. Drink to that, my guy. Yeah, I forgot the game plan and just want to swing. Yeah, bro. You know, you can't forget your game plan. You know, as soon as you step into the arena, go somewhere quiet, bro, and just breathe, meditate. That's what I do, bro. I get there early, check in, do my weigh in, and I go just breathe, calm down. And it's not doing that because the crowd is not there to, like, you know, heighten your adrenaline and your nerves. You know what I'm saying? But these are things we'll talk about, bro. These are things we'll talk about, you know. Every fighter has something they need to work on. For me personally, my main weaknesses is not keeping my head movement as much as I want to. So I gotta work on, you know. But we work on it together, bro, because we're in this together, my brother. And I appreciate you too, bro. Appreciate you too, man. You're a very good gentleman. Lot of boxers be using this as an ego platform, but you don't, my guy, and I appreciate that about you. And I like the way you fight. Love it. You know, you remind me of Andre Ward, like I said, bro. And hey, man, I'm just a part of your journey, helping to improve you, my guy. I'm just a part of your journey, bro. Despite his recent loss to Ryan de Riddler, can Bo Nickel make a title run to dethrone Chimaev? No. As long as Chimaev is the champion, Bo Nickel ain't touching that title. And I get Bo was a wrestling, you know, state champion. But when you're going up against Chimaev's grappling, it's a different level, man. Chimaev's got good pressure. He holds you tight. He's fast in the takedown. You gotta have good boxing if you wanna neutralize that motherfucker's takedown. Because if he comes in with a takedown, I suck him with an uppercut straight up. Because Chimaev ain't got no head movement and his chin is suspect. Watch the Gilbert Burns fight. You'll see what I mean. Watch the Gilbert Burns fight. Watch the Kamaru Usman fight also. You will see what I mean. Because this man is beatable. Every fighter is beatable if you're smart enough to see the holes and capitalize whilst fighting them. You see, and Bo, I don't think Bo's, I don't think Bo's, I don't think he has the right amount of aggression to give Kamza problems. But let me know in the comments, my guy. Keep caution. Like and subscribe. Keep caution. Exactly, we got this. We've got this, Voos, for real. You're a more offensive style, but we're similar, bro. Two sides of the same coin. Yeah, you see in a fight, I'm more offensive. But in sparring, bro, I'll be working on my defense mad. I try not to be as offensive in sparring because it's sparring at the end of the day. And I want to work on my defense more in sparring because I believe in boxing, if you have defense and you master the defense, you're comfortable in any situation in a fight. Any situation. Even if the guy wants to invite you in the brawl. If you have enough defense in the close range, inside fighting, you will be comfortable in anything, bro. And if like you want to get out the brawl, you'll be comfortable doing that because he's not going to touch you from outside the range, you know? And that's what I work on in sparring. I work on things that bother me in sparring so that in a fight I can just take them out of my toolbox easily. But like in a fight, hey bro, I just wanna get you out there quick as possible, if it's possible. If I can see that I'm hurting you, I'm not gonna refuse to kill, bro. I'm not. I'm not, because whether we like it or not, there comes a point in a fight where you just gotta go in for the kill, like, and that's when I see it, I get excited. But then when I get too excited, I get caught with shots coming in the exchange. So I have to be more patient, and that's what I've been working on. I just been working on my patience, on my offensive game, and in sparring, working on the defense. That's it. That's it. You'll see how it is, bro. In sparring, technical in sparring, bro. Like you'll go home not feeling any headaches. You'll go home not feeling any pains. You'll just go home with a whole lot of information to make you better. And that's how I want every sparring partner that's coming in with the Ghost Freak, coming into Iron Fist Underground Academy. That's how I want them to feel, bro. We're a real lots, gym. We're not a corporate gym, bro, that focuses on fitness and all the other things. Nah, bro. We want to make sure we make killers. That's the thing, man. And I want to make you a killer, bro. That's my project with you, Voos. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make everyone around me killers, 15, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the live, people. How about Fluffy? Fluffy Hernandez, he's super aggressive, crispy hands and attacking grappling style. He does have a matchup to Chimaev. Fluffy's good, man. Fluffy's great. He just needs to improve his boxing. And, the thing is with Fluffy, he sometimes tends to get impatient. And you can't get impatient if it comes up Chimaev. You'll always capitalize on that. But yeah, Fluffy has a chance, bro. He's a very skilled fighter. Can't wait, yo. Hey, Voos, can't wait too, man. Can't wait to hear your wisdom and your fighting insight too, bro. Crazy how you can do that and smoke weed. Shit makes me not care about anything. I guess. Hey, bro, this is just a shirt, bro. This is just a shirt, man. We don't smoke weed, yeah. I get so lazy. It's your mentality. Some people smoke weed and they can just do a whole lot of shit. Sometimes some people smoke weed and they just chill and lay back, It's just how it is, bro. This is just a shirt, though. This is just a gift. Relax, blood. Can't be smoking whilst we're in fight camp, blood. That's ludicrous. Besides Teo versus Shakur, what upcoming fights are you looking forward to? Bro. Modern day boxing is just so dry. And I was hoping that Tank would come back. But I'm looking forward to the Usyk and Wilder fight, Even though I know how it's gonna play out, Usyk's gonna knock him out, bro. He's just gonna knock him out, man. Wilder just hasn't learned. Wilder just hasn't learned and hasn't evolved in his skill set. And that's why he'll never compete for the title again, in my opinion. Never. He had his run because he's got godly power. Yo. Like if you get hit by that guy's right hand, it's lights out for you, bro. It's lights out. Yeah, smoking in camp is crazy. Yeah, bro, smoking in camp is crazy. I know Sean O'Malley does it. I know Justin KG doesn't do it. He only does it like post camp. Like I know a whole lot of fighters who smoke weed, bro. They do. They just do it like when they're not in camp. They do it post camp and shit. You know, some fighters smoke weed before a fight. Like Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz used to smoke weed before a fight, and he would smoke everybody out. So it's different for different athletes. Nick smokes it for his mental condition. It keeps him straight, cause Nick is kind of like a psycho. He'll crash out in a minute, but the weed calms him down. Also, he's got ADHD, so the weed kind of makes him focus. So some people it's for medical reasons. Some guys it's just for fun, you know. It's different for different guys. Carlos Kalua is a great fighter. Check out his fights versus Aaron Pryor. Let me write that down, man. Carlos. Wait, Alex. Said that wrong. Alexis. Yeah, Alexis Arula. Alright, I'm gonna check him out, my guy. I'm gonna check him out, bro. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. No, we're actually on 5 minutes on this live. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want to talk about that's boxing and fighting related. Carlos Prates, bro. Prates smokes cigarettes before the fight. You know, he says it helps him calm his nerves down. You know, it's just a tradition he likes to do, man. I don't know how long it's gonna keep him because his cardio doesn't seem to be affected. This man can go standing and on the ground, you know, and he does have a chance to get into the top 3. It does, but against the champion, you know. I'm not too sure about that. You know, the welterweight division is stacked, man. It's probably the most entertaining division in MMA right now in the UFC. I was impressed by how he messed up Leon Edwards, but against a Kamal Usman, he has problems. Kamal's wrestling is elite, and Carlos Prates, we've seen in the past, struggles with wrestlers. So he's got to work more on his boxing to avoid it getting any takedowns, you know. Alexis Harugla's styles, you love it. All right, I'm gonna check him out, bro. See how he moves. In fact, let me Google him. Maybe I've seen him before. I'm not pretty. Oh, Alexis, bad boy. Hey, this guy. I saw tapes on him, man. This guy was a killer, blood. Yo, short man, short arms, but hey, head movement and defense on point. Very athletic Mexican fighter. Very athletic Mexican fighter. Probably one of the most athletic Mexican fighters I've seen in a minute, bro. Great live. Will come when I can. Hey, Vus, shout out for pulling up, man. Like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Put in the work, man. All the best for your knee and speedy recovery, my brother. Love, my bro. Take care. You know, we got 3 more minutes on this live, people. 3 more minutes, and then I also got to start off my day too. But hey, it's been amazing, man. It's been amazing. Everybody that hasn't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe to the channel, man. Anything that's got sport entertainment, boxing entertainment, MMA entertainment. I do editing videos. I do metaphysical videos. I got some dating content there, but I don't do much of it. But it's there in the, you know, on the playlist. You just anything that you want to be entertained by, you like and subscribe, bro. This is the channel for you, bro. Can you do crazy stuffs like ISO Speed? No, I've got my own style. ISO Speed's got his own style. I have my own style. Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe, y'all. Shout out to Vus, man. Very good guy, man. We'll see you in the training, man. We'll see you in camp, bro. See you at the office. See you in the office, bro. Yo, bro, my name is AK Aku Hitman. Bang it. I fans you, bro. Shout out, man. Shout out to Aku. 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 Man, like Samurai Jack, man. Aku. If you watch Samurai Jack, you'll understand the reverence, man. 2 more minutes in the live. 2 more minutes, people. But yeah, Tank Davis, innocent till proven guilty. But if he did do it and the video comes out, hey, man, that's sus for Tank Davis, man, because we do not condone violence against women here. We do not. Yeah, man. And for the Shakur Stevenson versus Teófimo Lopez, I got Shakur in that fight, but by decision. I got Shakur by decision. I'm not changing my vote. I'm gonna say Shakur by decision. Go to the reference law. Aku. Sans. Yo, bro, Aku was a menace in that series, blood. Aku was just giving Jack problems, sending him back, you know, generating a whole lot of obstacles. And like Aku even made like versions of himself that were like his sister, that like kind of almost took Jack out, you know what I'm saying? So Aku, man, shout out to Aku, blood. Made my childhood, blood. I was afraid of that fool, man. Can you sing I'm black? I'm black. Yo, man. Stop that bullshit, blood. Shakur by decision. Yeah, I also got Shakur by decision, Voos, bro. Low key, Doki. Hi, bro. What's up, Low key? Shout out to Low key, another mod, my guy. My guy. Yeah, you must say Aku, Aring, Aku. Hey, bro. Whoever named you Aku was a genius, blood. He wanted you to be a menace, blood, to society. We got 1 more minute, people. 1 more minute. Yeah, man. But hey, it's been real, man. It's been real. Boxing this year, ish. I hope it does more justice than last year. Last year was good, but could have been better, as you would think. So, MMA also, you know, the Israel Adesanya fight does not make sense, people. Izzy should not be granted any one of these top contenders because he's been on a losing streak. And how the middleweight division is, man. Izzy's not gonna touch the title anytime soon, bro. Let's just be real. Against Joe Biffer, okay, maybe Izzy has a chance, but I wouldn't be surprised if he loses again. Man is on a 3 losing streak. His confidence is low, and I just don't think he fights for the title again. That's just my opinion. Yeah, people. Good seeing you too, bro. We'll see you soon, bro. It's been real, man. Like and subscribe to the chat. And as always, man, 2026 is your year. May all the God blessings, may God bless you in whatever it is you do in this world. Love you guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't liked and subscribe. And until next time, people, I'ma see you guys. The Reclusive Artist 33. Peace.